Valley Coach of the Year Bruce Weber led his team to a Valley regular season championship and 16 league wins. Now he wants an Arch Madness trophy in the mantle. But in the way, Barry Hinson's Southwest Missouri State Bears, the best defensive team in the Valley, nearly beat the Salukis in Springfield. Today it's the semifinals, the Bears and the Salukis.
Continues in St. Louis with the semifinals of the State Farm Insurance Missouri Valley Conference Tournament, and here come the #1 seeded Salukis of Southern Illinois as they take on the Bears of Southwest Missouri State. Southern Illinois looking to follow up its regular season championship with a conference tournament title here at the Savas Center in St. Louis. Hello again, everyone. I'm Chris Trevino, and welcome to semifinal Sunday in the Valley. We have a great doubleheader in store for you today. The first game, #1 seed Southern Illinois against #4 seed Southwest Missouri State. That is followed up by the second seeded Creighton Blue Jays, ranked #19 in the country, and the third seeded Wichita State Shockers. Ought to be a great day of basketball. Let's get you courtside now. Mitch Holtis and Chris Piper.
We love semifinal Sunday and Arch Madness. And what's interesting, Pipe, all 4 teams left think they ought to be in the postseason.
Well, you know, Creighton and Southern Illinois, you got to figure they're in the NCAA right now, but at the same time, they want to take away any indecision out of the selection committee's mind. And Wichita State and Southwest Missouri State, they're trying to make a statement for the NIT right now.
Yesterday, Southwest Missouri State got some unexpected help.
Well, Jason Gilbert, in a tournament, you've got to have somebody come off the bench and score some points. Now, Southwest Missouri State, not a team that's known for beauty on the offense. Jason Gilbert, big afternoon yesterday, 8 points, 2 for 2 from the outside, and they need those offensive points. The points yesterday for the Salukis came from the inside. Jermaine, Dearman, just tremendous game he had. He was phenomenal. Great hands for a big man. He can put the ball on the floor and take it at you inside. He stepped up and made big plays for the Salukis. 26 points, tied a career high.
Seems like the bigger the game, the bigger Dearman plays. There's a lot of emotion in this semifinal game. Southwest Missouri State thought they should have won in Springfield. SMS and SIU next. Missouri Valley Conference Game of the Week is brought to you by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. By Budweiser, delivering beer at its best with the crisp, clean, and refreshing taste known only to the king of beers. By Edward Jones, more than 130 years of experience helping individuals build financial security. By ConAgra Foods, we set America's table at home and away. And by your Chrysler Jeep dealers, where every vehicle is just your type. Because at Chrysler, drive equals love. The Valley is going to break an attendance record today. The largest crowd to see a Valley Tournament semifinal Sunday here at Savas Center in St. Louis, as the 4 seed SMS takes on the 1 seed Southern Illinois, the regular season champions. Take a look at our Bud Light lineups for the Southwest Missouri State Bears. Those 2 guards, Andrews and McGee, are good on offense. They're real good on defense. And the Salukis have found a rhythm with this 5. Very complimentary group. Willis gets something in the middle. It's a bonus. Dearman and Williams setting a record now for the Salukis. More games played than any players in Saluki history. In fact, Kent Williams has more starts than any player in SIU history. Barry Hinson, in his 4th year at Southwest Missouri State, he has had a taste of the cup here in Arch Madness. He's been to the finals in the year 2000. They have been in the semis many, many times. They cannot get over the hump and win this thing. Barry thinks he can this year. And on the other side, the Missouri Valley Conference Coach of the Year, Bruce Weber. Last year led the Egyptian Dawgs to the Sweet 16. Came back this year, 16 league wins at 23-5 as the 1 seed. Has done a spectacular job. The only cavity right now for Weber, not being able to win this tournament. He has been frustrated, reached the finals last year, but has been beaten in the quarters twice. And Chris, let's go to your Chrysler keys to the game.
Well, Southwest Missouri State, they like to make it ugly. Barry Hinson says they're Cameron Diaz on defense and Shrek on offense, and that's the way they've got to play. Also, Manuel Randall needs to have a big game for him inside against Jermaine Dearman. Southern Illinois, of course, Jermaine Dearman, we've already talked about him enough. They've got to look inside, pound the ball. It's a tough matchup. Also, you've got to contain McGee and Andrews on the perimeter. Terrence McGee and Merrill Andrews can put the ball down on the floor. You've got to keep them in front of you. Do not let them penetrate inside the defense.
The Bears thought they should have won in Springfield. In fact, SMS had a 3-point lead. They were at the line with about 20 seconds left. Missed the free throw. Kent Williams came back, was fouled on a 3. Hit 2 of the 3. On the 3rd, the ball rolled out of bounds to SIU. And Williams hit a fadeaway to beat Southwest Missouri State in that game. So the Bears, I feel like they got a little comeback they want to pay here to SIU.
Well, you know, they feel like they can play with Southern Illinois. They match up extremely well with them. It's really going to be a battle. I think this game is won on the defensive end and also on the boards. Boards going to be a big thing here because I expect to see a lot of missed shots with the way these two teams will attack each other.
Game on. It's semifinal Sunday in Arch Madness. The first possession of the afternoon belongs to Southern Illinois, the regular season champion.
Stetson Hairston pretty quiet yesterday afternoon to see if he can get on track offensively for Southern Illinois.
Dearman with a quick shot. Merle Andrews, who has been one of the real keys for SMS this year on the rebound. Quick basket by the freshman Kellen Easley for SMS. Brooks can't answer. Didn't we see SIU shoot it quick yesterday? They got him into trouble against Illinois State.
Shot it quick after they started out the game. They started out the game hot, but after that it was poor shot selection for Southern Illinois. I think they'd learned their lesson, but they were able to come back in that game against Illinois State.
Turnover on SMS.
Bruce Weber over there telling the guys, settle down a little bit. Let's run our offense. A little bit of motion, move the ball from side to side.
Hairston pull up, and the Salukis have missed the first 3 shots, but some hustle underneath by Sylvester Willis.
You know, Mitch, the other thing that happens when you move the ball from side to side, you get a little repetition offensively. It allows you to get in position for offensive rebounds.
Kent Williams will do one of the best jobs of ball faking on a shot that you'll see in this league.
Well, and his ability to shoot the ball from the outside at a great percentage as well really makes you have to play that ball fake honest.
Williams will get a couple shots here. Foul was on Merle Andrews of SMS. There's the first point of the game for Southern Illinois. He had 28 in Carbondale against the Bears. An all first-team Valley choice. And the first player in SIU history to lead the Salukis in scoring all 4 years of his eligibility.
Well, this will be the key for Southwest SMS this afternoon, is being able to score against Southern Illinois in the half-court offense.
And a walk. Dearman forces a travel on Manuel Randall of SMS.
SMS struggles in the half-court offense. You know, a lot of times when you see them start rolling offensively, it's because they're able to get a little bit of transition buckets going off the defensive end, and that's why I think it's important for SIU to be able to run that offense. If you get 3, 4, 5 passes, it's tough to break on a missed shot out of that. If you get an early shot, that's when you'll see teams pushing the ball down the floor quickly.
Williams uses the screen. Great look. Just slithers out of there.
Macklin with the ball right now. He struggled yesterday, as did Kellen Easley. Out of those 2 forward spots for SMS, I think they only got 2 points total out of the 2 of them. And they're going to have those guys step up and play well for him here this afternoon.
And Terrence McGee, All-Valley selection, will go to the line for the Bears of SMS. Sylvester Willis caught for the foul for Southern Illinois. McGee 22 against the Purple Aces of Evansville yesterday. He also had 22 against Southern Illinois earlier this season.
And you know what he did well yesterday and has done throughout the season is he's able to get to the free throw line. 9 for 10 yesterday against Evansville. His ability to put the ball down on the floor really puts your defense in jeopardy to foul. Does a nice job of drawing contact when he gets inside as well.
Not all the time do you see a junior college senior in his second year of eligibility take on the leadership role he has. But one of the reasons they've been so successful is McGee has said, boys, I'll lead you into battle. Follow me.
And I think that's a culmination of something that he started to do more and more of last year for this team as well. The one thing you always know you're going to get from Terrence McGee is great defense, and he'll give you the offense as well. Hadn't shot the ball very well from the three-point line as of late, but a tremendous defender, and he's guarding Kent Williams.
Men from Springfield lead by a deuce early here in semifinal Sunday at the Savage.
Lamar Macklin giving Sylvester Willis a lot of room at the top of the key, just staying down in the paint, allow him to take that jumper from the outside if he wants it.
Dearman, great spin against three Bears and scores.
That is some kind of move, just smooth and fast. You know, you see a lot of guys with a good spin move, but his spin move is so strong. He gets you and keeps you on the back an entire spin.
McGee fading for a three, not there, and Dearman hits the board. Now that move by Dearman is what Georgia and Texas Tech saw last year in the NCAA tournament.
Averaged 19.7 points in NCAA tournament action last year for Jermaine Dearman to go along with 9 boards. He stepped up his game against big competition. And U of I, every time we've been sitting over here as well, we've seen him step up and play big games.
Willis trying to do the same, and there's a bonus too for Sylvester Willis.
Well, Southern Illinois has the guards on the outside to shoot the ball, but I think you create those shots by pounding the ball inside to Dearman and Willis, making that defense have to go down and double.
6-4. Now let's watch this move by Dearman. This is as good as it gets.
Watch Dearman when he catches the ball, size up the defense. He catches it in a nice spot, feels which side Manuel Randall is on. He's on the top side, so he just takes him up a step and spins. Watch the initial move. He's going to go up the lane for a second. Randall adjusts, and he's got the baseline drop step. Nice power finish.
Josh Warren in. He had 10 big points yesterday to help Southern Illinois. A little trash underneath.
You know, one of the ways you know a team is ready to play is when you see who's getting the loose balls. And right now, Southern Illinois picking up every loose ball. That was a different story yesterday. Illinois State able to get to those.
McGee shut off on the inside dribble by Fisher. And by Turner, rather. Ryan Turner with a good defense. Manuel Randall not able to complete it.
Southern Illinois' energy inside tremendous. Randall just not able to even get turned to the basket to try and shoot that ball.
Turner finds Williams and pulls. Nice rebound by one of the all-freshmen of the Valley, Kellen Easley of SMS.
That's the difference for Kent Williams. Terrence McGee quick enough that if he's beaten initially, he's still able to get out there and get in the hand in his face. Last 2 shots from Kent Williams for the outside. Terrence McGee was able to make up that space and get a hand just enough to cause Kent Williams to miss a shot.
Lamar Macklin with a Sunday roll to go through. Macklin playing in his hometown, but at CBC High School here in St. Louis.
And this is SMS basketball. Right now, if you're watching this game and not looking at the scoreboard, you think Southern Illinois has got a big lead. They're just hanging around. Ugly basketball. Chance now to tie or go ahead.
McGee, great crossover. Macklin just hit from that spot.
Well, Josh Warren really sagging off inside to help out on Manuel Randall, allowing Tamar Macklin wide open free throw lane jumper.
McGee, a stare down with Williams.
Barry Henson's got to be happy right now. Southern Illinois' energy tremendous, but yet they're tied with it.
Brooks, not there. Great check off by the Bears. Now, I've got to ask you, these guys, the Bears, have held Valley opponents to just 58 points. Now, this doesn't happen very often when you get a break opportunity. Brooks will go to the line. They're giving up just 58 points a game in the league. Why this year are they so good on defense?
Well, I think if you look at SMS, the game that turned around their season for them was the loss against Southeast Missouri. He changed up his lineup, went with Kellen Easley and Tamar Macklin in the lineup, moved Shelton Colwell to the bench, and he got this group to believe in the fact that they had to play defense. Defense is all about believing that you have to do it, getting the team to buy into the concept, and he's been able to get this team to understand, hey guys, we're not great offensively. For us to win games, and winning games is the most important thing, you have to play defense.
He had a great comment at the banquet the other day about his team, offense and defense, trying to give the illustration. We'll talk about that when we come back, but Barry Hinson has shown some toughness with this ball club this year. It's 9-8 SIU, the 1 seed leading by 1.
Reminding you that at halftime we'll have our Super Smokers Barbecue reports. When you get the craving for barbecue, think Super Smokers Barbecue. Back down to Mitch and Chris.
SMS has come to play. Southern Illinois leading 9-8, 13:59 left in the first half. I know you. Let's take a look here at the boards, though. Because SMS not only will defend, they'll go get the rebound.
Well, we said that board's a big thing in this game, and one of the things when you're going for offensive rebounds, you have to try and get in there. Let's look inside the paint, see if we can find any white jerseys when this shot goes up. Darren Brooks trying to sneak from the outside, but what's a great box out. Nice job inside by Southwest Missouri State. 4 maroon jerseys around the paint, nobody inside for Southern Illinois. Southwest Missouri's paint owned on the defensive end right now. That's why they've got a 6-3 advantage on the boards.
Little backcourt pressure shown by Southern Illinois. SMS able to get it up the floor. Now trying to get in the half-court set and struggling. Easily missing. And Brad Korn goes down hard. Tamar Macklin called for the foul, his first.
Not a bad foul either. You don't mind seeing your big guys being aggressive going on the offensive glass. You don't want to do it often, especially if you start getting into some foul trouble. But the one thing that SMS has an advantage of is being able to go and bring bodies off the bench all in that 6'5" to 6'7" range.
I know you mentioned at the outset of the broadcast that Barry Hinson's quote was very
he's the best on quotes.
Oh, he's awesome. What was it? His offense looks like...
Offense is Cameron, or offense is Shrek, and the defense is Cameron Diaz. He's got it all figured out.
Korn usually shoots threes. This time Brad Korn goes to the glass and will get a couple free throws where he is outstanding at the line.
15 straight free throws for Brad Korn. You're exactly right. You hardly ever see Brad Korn put the ball down on the floor and take it to the basket.
Korn's had some big games. Overall 87 at the line. There's his own little fan club, the
ladies of the corn in the crowd. See to that, they're here on the Corn Rock Band tour.
Children of the Corn have shown up here.
Well, I never heard of Corn know the group.
Yeah, I saw him. Yeah, I was with him. I roadied for him for a while.
I heard that CD blaring in the dressing room beforehand. I saw you working.
13-10 left in the half. Salukis lead it 11-8. Shelton Colwell in now for SMS. McGee gets grabbed by Tourney.
Good matchup there, Brian Turner. You know, Darren Brooks gets Missouri Valley all-defensive team, but probably the best on-the-ball defender for this Southern Illinois team might be Brian Turner. He's fast, he's strong. He's not going to get the recognition that a Darren Brooks is, because Darren Brooks obviously starts and gets the minutes, but he's a pretty good defender on the ball.
Bad pass saved, however, by Fisher. And a 3 hit by Terrence McGee, his 41st of the year. On the first 3 down for the Bears.
Well, he's got to be able to hit that shot. 2 for 18 in the last 3 games from the three-point line. That's including 1 miss here this afternoon. So he has got to step up that percentage. And when they do break down the defense, he's got the shot from the outside. It's big for him to be able to hit it.
Willis not able to draw the foul and loses it out of bounds. It's a turnover to Southwest Missouri State. Bruce Weber a bit perplexed. And we have yet to see Jason Gilbert in the game. He was the secret weapon yesterday. Barry's just got him in his coat pocket over there.
Well, you know, Jason, their Southern Illinois hadn't seen Jason Gilbert this season either. He didn't play in either of the games against them, but you know, he's more of a guy that's going to shoot against the zone, and SMS seeing a lot of zone yesterday. He was able to do that.
We talk about McGee's defense, all defensive in the Valley, but right now he's hard to guard for SIU. Turner's been great from 3 late in the season. It misses there, and the Bears have the momentum.
And again, a quick shot by SIU early, and they're getting no second chance looks.
Tommy Johnson gets fouled in the corner by Williams. It'll be 3 shots if I'm not mistaken. Williams had a little first half foul trouble yesterday. Tommy Johnson, junior college transfer from Rose, Oklahoma Community College. You know, Barry Hinson has done an outstanding job this year of First of all, the guys that came back have all improved. The second thing is he brought in Merle Andrews, Tommy Johnson, Shelton Caldwell, and those guys have mingled in nicely with the guys that were here.
Yeah, you know, it's tough to take a lot of newcomers that are going to get a lot of minutes. And you know, Terrence McGee, it's only his second year here for this team as well. So he's kind of got a new group, and it took a little bit of time, early November and December, for Barry Hinson to get these guys meshing together. But done a good job of making them understand the way they have to play to win basketball games.
Tommy Johnson just 1 out of 3 at the line, 14-11 SMS. And the Salukis need a bucket. This is the off. SMS's Eric Smith. SIU will have it back, but Terrence McGee right now has 7 of the 14 Bear points.
Missouri Valley Conference Scholar Athlete of the game.
Chris Webber's team has not had a field goal in the last 4.5 minutes. And he's seen his team suffer a 10-3 deficit on an SMS run.
Well, Jermaine Dearman not getting any touches inside. He's 1 for 3 so far. That first jumper he hit from the top of the key, but he's just not getting good position inside to catch the ball. Manuel Randall doing a nice job of keeping him out of his scoring spots.
Brooks facing a double team, slides through it and scores. Darren Brooks has been brilliant in February and March for the SIU Salukis.
Boy, I liked him last year. I like him even more this year. Smart player, knows when to pick his spots, and he's athletic enough to make his own shot.
How many guards in America leads their team in block shots?
But that's the great thing about him. You know, he can guard 4 spots on the floor. And that gives you a guy that you can use on switches.
There's no answer for Terrence McGee right now, Pipe. They had Turner on him on that instance, but he's going to the glass, he's shooting it, now he's going to the line.
If he hits the outside shot as well, that makes him even tougher to guard, because then he can put the ball down on the floor and take it to the basket. He's kind of one of those guys that just has a knack for finding a way to the free throw line.
You mentioned he was 90% yesterday, 73 at the line for the year. Points for Terrence McGee already, and we're at the 10:47 mark of the first half. (17-13) Bears. Williams likes that one in rhythm. They left it strong. There's an elbow thrown here underneath. Terry Pollard's going to call the second foul on Kent Williams, and that is a controversial call.
Boy, I did not see that. I thought Kellen Easley actually was pushing on him when they heard the whistle. I was thinking he was calling push-off on Easley on Williams' back. Terry Pollard must have saw something before that. Let's take a look. See what Jerry Pollard is seeing. Kent Williams going to find Kellen easily. Puts it elbow right in the chin. Nice call. Jerry Pollard on the outside. You can block out, but you got to keep it out of the chin.
Shot partially deflected on the attempt by Easley. Macklin goes to the glass hard and steps over the line. So Kent Williams yesterday in the first half against Illinois State had 2 personal fouls and had to set down. Today he sets down with just 2 points, no field goals.
Southern Illinois struggling offensively and going to have to start trying to find Jermaine Dearman. Jermaine Dearman, sometimes he'll get lost a little bit. He's got to be as aggressive getting position as he was yesterday.
The Bears making it hard on the Salukis.
You play a little defense. You couple that with the ability to box out, nobody going on the boards for Southern Illinois. It's a nice recipe for a 4-point lead.
Macklin using the angle. That was all but down. Schoen trying to get a breakout bucket. And a great block by Tamar Macklin. And this one is out of bounds to SMS.
Let's watch the play, the defensive play on the end here. A nice block over the top. Played off Eddie Jackson right there, and that's a good call. Again, Bruce Weber doesn't like it. The fans don't like it because you see 3 SMS bodies going in there, but clean play.
Near steal by Darren Brooks, but it's out of bounds to SMS. Plenty of shot clock for the Bears at 28. 9:26 left in the half. Bruce Weber, the Valley Coach of the Year, his team down 4. Mitch Oltis along with Chris Piper here at semifinal Sunday at Savage Center downtown. Chris Trevino also with us as our studio host. Brooks called for a foul. It's 5 team fouls now. Correction, 6 on the Salukis. McGee against Hairston this time. Great defense by Stetson Hairston.
He's all over him, isn't he?
He and Brooks can D it up, man. The dynamic duo on defense, and Hairston just loses the ball. Lost the handle. Jermaine Dearman telling his guys, hey, slow down here a little bit. Now, how tough it is when you play a good half-court defensive team on offense? Is there a tendency to want to crank it early, thinking, well, you may not get a better look later in the possession?
Well, I think you get so frustrated from playing against a team that doesn't give you any looks, and sometimes you push it a little bit too much. And the other thing, you get a little tight offensively because good opportunities are very rare. It's so hard to make yourself just settle down, pass the ball around, look for your best shot late in the offense rather than early.
A double on Dearman. It's going to be a foul. Merle Anders went in there hard. But it's big on little double. If you're looking for this season's hottest styles, look no further than Aeropostale. Aeropostale provides the hottest athletically inspired clothes for guys and girls. For store locations, go to the website, aeropostale.com, AEROPOSTALE.com. Proud to sponsor the Valley. It was not a shooting foul. Andrews fouling. That's his 2nd foul. And it's been a long time since the Salukis have had a field goal. And there's a 3 by Brooks that the doctor ordered from Little Egypt.
You know, and I think you got to look at the shot again. Even though they hit it, nobody else touched the ball. It was still early in the possession. Darren Brooks 1 for 6 from the 3-point line yesterday.
Gilbert is in now for SMS, but the Bears lose it. Hairston quick to the other end. 5 points for the Salukis. 3 from Brooks, 2 from Hairston.
And it can turn very quickly for Southern Illinois on the defensive end. And that's probably why you haven't seen Jason Gilbert play against Southern Illinois before, is they play a good man-to-man defense on the outside. Jason Gilbert more of a standstill shooter from the outside.
And a turnover by the Bears. We're going to step aside, but the Salukis rally. Stetson Hairston, coast to coast. The #1 seed leads by 1.
back in St. Louis. Let's now look at our Missouri Valley Conference men's basketball standings by Edward Jones. More than 130 years of experience helping individuals build financial security. Edward Jones, Southern Illinois, a remarkable run. 16 wins in 18 conference games. Creighton right on the heels of the Salukis at 15-3. And you see SMS finishing tied for third with Wichita State. But Mitch, the Shockers got the tiebreaker based on their series sweep of the Bears.
And they'll get all over Creighton in our second game. Bruce Weber's team, 16 Valley wins, as you mentioned, Chris. The most in school history in the league, and only 5 teams in the history of the Valley, in the modern history of the Valley. This is a 96-year-old conference. Got at least 16 wins in an 18-team league schedule. Wasn't easy either. They weren't just burying guys by 20. In fact, the game at SMS, they probably should have lost. Could have lost easily.
Well, you got to get some breaks, I think, but also good teams make their own breaks, and Southern Illinois has done that. And that tells you a little bit about their maturity level. Even right now, they haven't played very well, but they're still up by 1. That tells you something about Southern Illinois' makeup. Got Kent Williams sitting on the bench.
Hairston, high archer off the dribble weave with 2 on the shot clock. Josh Warren saves the possession. It'll be a held ball. Josh Warren, a tie-up. The arrow goes to SMS. But Josh Warren now is giving solid minutes to Bruce Weber and has over the last couple of weeks. He had 10 huge points yesterday against Illinois State when they needed it.
Well, perfect game for him yesterday. 3 for 3 from the floor, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Doesn't make mistakes. He's big, takes up space inside. And that's big minutes for him, especially if you don't have Sylvester Willis playing his best basketball.
With Williams down after his second foul, a 5-0 run by SIU from Brooks and from Hairston. Tough catch inside by Manuel Randall. Good look inside by Caldwell. Got right in the middle of the lane from point blank range.
Good offensive possession there by SMS, moving the ball around, finding Caldwell inside.
Caldwell didn't play against SIU during the regular season either. Had a foot problem, missed 9 games in both games against the Salukis.
Well, these two teams played each other in an 11-day span. Caldwell out of those, so this is his first look at SIU, and theirs as well of him. You know, he's a kid that had 8 starts for SMS early in the season before they changed up their lineup. Averaging just under 10 points. He's athletic and big at 6'7".
Corn back in for Southern Illinois. The Bears, the 4 seed, leading the 1 seed by a digit. 6:22 left in the first half. Gilbert trying to double out on Dearman and fouls him 19 feet from the basket. It'll be 1-1 for Jermaine Dearman.
Well, tough matchup for Jason Gilbert on the floor. You know, he's a zone buster for SMS. Right now, he's on the floor because they're trying to get Merrill Andrews a few minutes of rest. And Jermaine Dearman watch is now in effect in this game, wondering when he's going to start coming out for SIU.
Dearman is 1 of 3 from the field. Missed that front end of a 1-and-1. Just 2 points for Dearman. You saw his numbers yesterday, 26 points and 12 boards, and now he fouls, trying to post defend on Manuel Randall.
You know, one of the things when you want to post up inside is you try to get as much space and allow a passing angle from somebody on the perimeter. Manuel Randall does a great job of keeping Jermaine Dearman above him, and that allows him a lot of space down on the baseline, allows the passer to be able to get the ball over the top. And the other thing SMS does is they clear out the weak side help. They brought him down to the baseline, so that way you can kind of pass the ball over the defender if he's on the top side.
SMS with a turnover, trying to set up a 2-man game to get the ball to Caldwell.
Dearman trying to do a better job banging inside on Randall, just trying to beat him to spots. Watch him coming across. He gets out a little bit. Nice job of letting him have that spot. When he moves out that far, let him have the spot, get behind him, reposition him yourself, wait for him to commit down lower.
Great camera work by our folks. That showed you no angle that time, with the first time they had an angle on the foul.
And also showed you the choice by Jermaine Dearman whether to front the post or to stay behind the post. And a lot of times that's dictated by where the offense is at on the floor. If you're in close, you want to front it. If you're out a few steps out of the paint, then you want to get behind. Jermaine Dearman working, trying to find a spot. Both guys. It's a nice battle. Jermaine Dearman, he gets the ball inside. He's so fast putting it there, and that's why yesterday when we saw Illinois State playing against Southern Illinois, we kept asking, why are you not double teaming on the post? Because Jermaine Dearman gets it. I don't think there's anybody in this league that can guard him one-on-one when he gets the ball on the post. You got to double team him immediately, try to get the ball out of his hands.
And the Bears are one of the best teams, Pipe, in the league at double teaming, because they'll go dig that ball. They'll go little and big on the double team, but they will make it tough. They just don't double. They double. They get after you. They'll dig the ball.
Well, that's a great point, Mitch, because a lot of teams, you know, they think that doubling means just going and having a presence. SMS, when they go, they make sure that you feel the double team. They're attacking you, trying to get the ball out of your hands.
Speaking of double team, Schoen digs it out of there for SIU. The turnovers here are hurting the Southwest Missouri State Bears.
Well, the only thing keeping SIU in this game is turnovers. SMS, now what are they looking at? 9 turnovers, 10 turnovers.
4:50 left in the half, 19-19 tie. A score, at least a level of a score we expected, because both of these teams are so adept at defense. Great entry. For a bucket, Dearman chases it down. Third rebound, just second rebound for Dearman. Timeout, Bruce Weber. He's going to bring the car in for an oil change here with 4:25 left in the half and a 19-19 tie.
Yeah, Bruce Weber had a lot of indecision trying to figure out what he was going to do in this possession. Decided he wanted to use up that timeout. Felt an offensive possession was big, but this game has been all about defense. SMS has been all over the SIU shooters, and when they have missed, there has been no second chance opportunities. Eric Smith bobbing back and forth, trying to keep the ball out of the inside, and SMS done a fantastic job of getting all over the glass, getting back in transition defensively. And Barry Hinson knew that his team had to play defense to stay in this game. The problem, though, on the offensive end, SMS 10 turnovers. Credit Southern Illinois defensively, but at the same time, SMS is a little careless with the ball.
Our great equalizer stat brought to you by Equal Sweetener. Yeah, there's your 20 turnovers forced against Evansville. Today, they turned it over 5 of the 10 times in a 6-minute stretch. And yet their defense saving them. It's a 19-19 tie.
But, you know, offense comes and goes. Defense is something that you can always rely on. Good teams know that, and they win with that. I can't remember the last time. I don't think the scoring leader in the country has ever won a national title, have they? I mean, you've had some great scoring teams, but the great scoring teams use their defense to get the points.
I'm trying to think, maybe the last team you could put in that category was that UNLV team, but that was a long, long time ago.
Yeah, Oklahoma back in the Billy Tubbs days, they like to score a lot of points, but they did that off of their pressure defense as well.
McGee had his feet set. And the long board pulled in by Caldwell. Josh Warren has put Southern Illinois ahead. Tommy Johnson picking up the loose ball.
SIU out of that 30-second timeouts turned up the notch on the defense about 50%. Double on the post.
Great read. Caldwell scores, gets an and one. I love posts that can pass at a double team. Or even think about it.
Nice read. You're exactly right. Caldwell with a nice read. The ball goes into Tamar Macklin. He gets the double team. Watch what happens here. Stop it right here. See the double team coming over? You got 3 around. You got the lane wide open. Cut to the basket. You get the pass over the top. Nice job by Caldwell reading it. Tamar Macklin also seeing that he has the double team coming. Looks over the top, looks for the pass rather than the shot.
And it goes back to your point. If you're going to double, don't just show. Make your presence felt. 22-21, Barry Hinson's Bears think an upset.
holiday to make your reservation today.
Bear fans, a little renaissance of Bear basketball in Springfield this year. There's your rebound. 10 boards.
19-9 advantage by Southwest Missouri State, and that is keeping them in this game up by 1 because they have not handled SIU's pressure very well. They've already got 10 turnovers here in the first half. As we said early, 2 great defensive teams. You're going to see a lot of missed shots. The team that's able to get on the board is going to have good success, and SMS has done a great job at 1 and done for SIU.
Josh Warren with a toenail on the line, but he's had 2 huge field goals out of St. Francis Borgia High School nearby Washington, Missouri. 23-22 SIU.
I'll tell you what, it's just a fact that when you're in tournament time, you're always going to have somebody step up that you're not expecting. Everybody's going to talk about the leading scorers, talk about starters, but more often than not, it's somebody coming off the bench and giving you points that you don't expect. It's going to be big.
Shelton Caldwell called for an offensive foul, legal screen. A rider coming up at halftime. Chris Trevino will have our Super Smokers barbecue halftime report. When you get the craving for barbecue, think Super Smokers barbecue. Coming up in 2:22, it's a 23-22 Saluki lead. Now they're out on Warren. Took a couple shots. He's getting a little attention and dribbled it off his leg. Macklin got out on him that time. Barry, the Marlowe Marvel out of Marlowe, Oklahoma, really an Oklahoma State disciple, went to OSU as an undergrad, room with Bill Self there.
That's the thing, you never understand, you never could guess that he's from Oklahoma either when you talk to him, can you?
Particularly Southwest Oklahoma. He's a crack up. He served barbecue for George W. Bush earlier this year.
Probably gave him an earful too, I'm sure.
All domestic policy, though, nothing on foreign policy. Macklin driving inside. They'll get 2 shots. So SMS has reaped their fruit either on McGee doing his thing or going right inside the SIU defense.
Well, Tamar Macklin's had good position. Josh Warren has really allowed him to catch it wherever he's wanted, and Macklin having a much better game here this afternoon than he did yesterday. Only 2 points yesterday. This afternoon he's looking at 5, maybe 6. And they need his points. Tamar Macklin came in averaging just at 7 points, but you know he's going to get touches. You've got to be able to make something happen when you get it inside. You can't rely on your guards to be able to win games for you each and every time out.
Only 54% at the line. Numbers hold true as he goes 1 of 2 on that occasion. Warren trying to go for Egyptian dog of the game. He's got 6 points. Only Darren Brooks has more.
But Josh Warren not only going for player of the game, how about all Valley team or conference team as well. He has so far had 1.5 great games for SIU.
Salukis by a deuce at 1:25 left in the half. Tommy Johnson just blows by Sean and gets an easy deuce. And a walk. 3rd turnover against the Salukis.
Nice job by Tommy Johnson on the offensive end, and then on the defensive end, getting in there, breaking up the handoff just enough to have Darren Brooks bobble the ball, get the turnover.
Bruce Weber trying to turn Paul Jansen into stone with that look. Now he's got to get his team to defend here. McGee waiting on the spin. .35 seconds left in the half. Shot clock. There's about a 6-second differential. .13 on the shot clock. Brooks loses it out of bounds. Tommy Johnson was in his grill the whole time.
All over him. Barry Hinson going to call timeout here, set something up with 9.6 seconds left. It's great pressure on this. Darren Brooks, they're trying to clear out for him. Tommy Johnson gets a little nudge there, just enough to knock Darren Brooks off. Officials call a little bit loose on the perimeter. You got to be able to adjust to that. SMS's D, Barry Hinson, has got them all over SIU, and let's not forget Southern Illinois has played pretty much the better part of this half without Kent Williams on the floor.
You just joined us, Kent Williams with 2 fouls, much like yesterday's first half. He had to sit down. He was held only 12 points, but Williams shot it only 7 times, was 4 of 7 from the field, and hit all 3 of his threes. In this game, Williams setting down without a field goal pipe, 0 for 3, and all 3 have been from beyond the three-point line.
And all 3 with a hand in his face as well. SMS, great defense.
Now the Bears get the last arrow of in their quiver here with 9.6 left in the half. Chance to take the lead at halftime.
And here's their best weapon to do it right here, Terrence McGee, creating something off the dribble.
Schoen helping. Macklin. Caldwell banks it in. Nice job by Shelton Caldwell. The play was designed to go to McGee. Let's watch it with the clock as the junior college transfer from New Jersey. Shelton Caldwell gets the bucket.
Nice penetration inside. Bruce Weber wanting to travel. Ball goes through, 0.5 left, and that gives SMS a 2-point lead.
Southwest Missouri State leads it by 2 at halftime as the 4 seed wants to get to the finals again.
For our Super Smokers Barbecue halftime report, and it's halftime of semifinal game number 1 here in the Missouri Valley Tournament. The Bears of Southwest Missouri State lead Southern Illinois 27-25. Welcome back, everyone. Chris Trevino here with a loud and large group of fans of Southwest Missouri State and Southern Illinois. Third meeting of the season between these teams, and like the first 2 in the regular season, this is a close one. Southern Illinois won the 2 regular season meetings, taking a 1-point victory at Southwest Missouri State and then a 5-point victory at home in Carbondale. So 2 close calls. The Salukis prevailed both times, but now the Bears of Southwest Missouri hoping that the 3rd time is the charm for them as they look to advance to the final between the winner of this game and the winner of the next game coming up right after this one between the Creighton Blue Jays and the Shockers of Wichita State University. A great day of semifinal basketball here at the State Farm Insurance Missouri Valley Conference Tournament in St. Louis. We'll come back with more of our Super Smokers Barbecue halftime reports. Valley Conference legend is Xavier McDaniel of Wichita State. A native of Columbia, South Carolina, McDaniel was one of the most flamboyant players ever to wear a Missouri Valley Conference uniform, earning back-to-back Player of the Year honors in 1984 and 85. During his Wichita State career, he twice led the nation in rebounding. In 1984-85, he became the first player in NCAA history to lead the country in scoring and rebounding in the same season. A 6'7" forward, one of 4 Valley players to score 2,000 points and have 1,000 rebounds. Wichita State's Xavier McDaniel, today's Phillips 66 Missouri Valley Conference legend. Time report. We have a ball game underway here. 27-25. Southwest Missouri State leads Southern Illinois at halftime. Chris Trevino back with you from the Savas Center. Glad you're spending part of your Sunday with us, folks, for Valley basketball, and we do hope you're enjoying it. Semifinal Sunday, usually a special day with 2 great games, and the first one obviously on its way. Let's check now our Conagra Foods first half stats. Conagra Foods setting America's table at home and away, and you see the Bears of Southwest Missouri State shooting 46% to 39% for the Salukis. Look at the rebounding margin in favor of SMS. Turnovers, though, Southern Illinois with fewer than half of the turnovers that have been committed by the SMS Bears. Mix all those numbers up together, and you have a 2-point lead for the Bears at halftime. 27-25, Southwest Missouri State leading number 1 seed Southern Illinois. And Chris Piper.
Chris Trevino, the reason Southwest Missouri State leads, they play defense like the '85 Chicago Bears.
They'll get after you, don't they? No easy plays. Stetson Harrison with the miss. And when you play defense, you got a board. Tamar Macklin, Kellen Easley doing a great job inside. They've got a combined 11 boards for the SMS Bears. Tommy Johnson all over Darren Brooks, and it's been defense for SMS and a little bit of Terrence McGee as well offensively, shooting it from the outside, putting the ball down and taking it inside. He has 10 points in the first half, and he's making plays happen offensively for SMS. Brooks has really been the only good thing that's happened offensively for SIU. The shot from the outside as well as Josh Warren. He really comes off the bench and had a great first half. With the lack of Jermaine Dearman, Josh Warren stepping out, hitting the shots. He's 3 for 4 in the first half, 6 points, a big 6 points. Jermaine Dearman non-existent for SIU in the first half.
There's your leading scorers. Terrence McGee, all-conference selection, leading SMS at 10 points. It's a good news, bad news for Southern Illinois. Bad news is you're down by 2 at half. The good news, in the first 20, you only had 5 points combined from Dearman and Williams.
And that is highly unusual. Obviously, you know that these two guys can score some points. They combine to average 30 points a game. So let's see if they can get on track. Get Williams on the outside and Dearman on the inside.
Salukis have the first second half possession. Lazy pass by Stetson Harrison. He was thinking Williams was curling up top, throws it away.
Sylvester Willis comes out, sees that he doesn't have anything, turns to go back and screen somebody. Stetson Harrison throws it right out of bounds. You know, Stetson Harrison will give you a lot of things, and he also will give you some turnovers. Leads this SIU team in turnovers at 3 a game.
The Bears beat Southern Illinois in the semifinal game on semifinal Sunday in 2000 inside. Tamar Macklin is a presence in there now. 7 points for the sophomore from St. Louis.
I'm looking down to see if Jermaine Dearman's in foul trouble because he's really not attacking at all defensively. Stepping outside and playing the small forward spot when they need to have him inside. Kent Williams looked at him and said, hey, man, you got to pass that up. Go inside. Bruce Weber telling him the same thing from the sideline.
Sylvester Willis has picked up his 3rd foul, and now Bruce Weber's team able to rally in the second half. Yesterday against Illinois State has his team down 4, but this is a very different team defensively than he played yesterday.
Well, that and the fact that I don't think SMS is going to wilt. You got to give Illinois State all the credit in the world, but you just kept waiting for them to hit the wall yesterday, and they did that with about 6 or 7 minutes left in the game. Foul trouble, Craig Guidry out of the game. Just did not have enough players, and SIU was able to wear them down. I'd be shocked if they were able to wear down SMS.
Little bump right in front of Eddie Jackson. No call, and now another bump. Paul Jansen is going to call. It's bumper boats.
Well, they've been letting a little bit go on the outside, and Aaron Brooks' little push going over the top of that pick. Going to get him the second time. Terrence McGee looking at him like, hey, what's going on, man? Leave me alone.
SMS again looking inside. Macklin, nice save by Merle Andrews. There's the athleticism of SMS coming to the forefront. Andrews has yet to score. Arguably the 2 most athletic teams in this league going at each other right now. El ball arrow goes to Southwest Missouri State. Barry Hinson was at Oral Roberts for a couple years as a head coach. Went there as an assistant myself. Self moved on.
You see how quickly SMS got back in transition after that play. That's a long rebound or long loose ball, and they were able to get down, stop the drive. Darren Brooks coming down fast, but great pursuit by SMS.
You put one more consistent score on this team, and they would really, really be dangerous.
Yeah, really no consistent outside threat for SMS as far as shooting the ball. Merle Andrews and Terrence McGee can make something happen from the outside, but it's not often.
Macklin and Dearman go down. It leads to an easy basket, and this is the last touch by Southern Illinois. Bruce Weber wanted a call on the other end. as Dearman and Macklin called in like two fighters for instructions at the middle of the ring with Paul Jansen.
Hey, it's been a battle inside all afternoon, and watch Dearman and Macklin end up tangled up and down on the floor. Jermaine Dearman telling him that Macklin's holding him. Now they're going to get the coaches together, talk about it. Jermaine Dearman still explaining it.
Bruce Weber didn't like what he heard from Paul Jansen. Now he works on Jerry Pollard. Big semifinal Sunday here, Pipe. And you can cut feel the pressure. You can cut it with a knife in here.
You knew this was going to be a battle. Knockdown, drag out, physical games. And it's just continuing to get more and more physical with each possession.
Out of bounds, it goes to Southern Illinois. That's touched by Macklin inside. Two teams hammered it out during the regular season.
I gotta believe a physical game actually falls in SMS's favor. They got a little more. They can go deeper on the bench. They don't have any one guy on the floor other than Terrence McGee that's irreplaceable. Unlike SIU, you lose Dearman inside, and it's going to be tough for him. He is getting more and more frustrated. He's been banging inside all afternoon, trying to deny him spots on the post. Randall just all over him. I think the thing that's more frustrating for Jermaine Dearman, you see how he wanted the ball, didn't get it. He has not had a lot of looks, Mitch.
He is 1 for 4 at the line, but he is a senior and has been through this many times. He has to show some composure with 17-12 left to go in the game. And Bruce Weber having a powwow with his crew. The Bears are up 6.
Well, you get a look at Michael Lindemann and the Creighton Blue Jays getting set for their semifinal game coming up next against Wichita State. Let's take a look now at our Ameren UE Missouri basketball scoreboard, Missouri Valley basketball scoreboard. That's what I was trying to say. Southern Illinois, of course, advanced past Illinois State. Southwest Missouri State beat Evansville. Creighton narrowly escaped the upset bid by Indiana State, and then Wichita State won a nightcap last night over Bradley. So our semifinals are set. We're back to Mitch and Chris after I remind you that Ameren UE is Missouri's largest electric utility provider.
Now this game's got a lot of electricity in and of itself. Finally a free throw down for Dearman. He's got 4 points, just 1 field goal. Kent Williams and Jermaine Dearman have combined for 1 field goal in this game. Long way to go. Played just 3 into the second half, but it's a 5-point lead for the SMS Bears. Nice look to the other side of the floor. A weak side dunk from Manuel Randall.
Great look over the top. Terrence McGee had the jumper from the outside. Instead saw Shelton Colwell open because of the double team on Tamar Macklin. Watch inside. Tamar Macklin getting Jermaine Dearman on him and Josh Warren. Josh Warren loses Colwell. Colwell just goes to the basket. Good look over the top by Terrence McGee.
Macklin fouling Kent Williams, who missed short on a 3, but then chased his own miss down.
Josh Warren has done a pretty nice job offensively for SIU, but Tamar Macklin and Shelton Colwell pretty much had their way inside against them defensively.
Another good stoppage by SMS. Merle Andrews shoots an air ball from about 4 feet away. And he has not been a factor, but can be. Brooks nearly turns it over. Williams goes down with McGee. We got bodies down on the floor again, and Dearman has a chance for a 3-point play. Now that's what he did yesterday against Illinois State.
Look out. His switch has been a little bit stuck so far this afternoon. If he gets it loose, a lot of bodies going down. The penetration by Darren Brooks letting that go. Jermaine Dearman posting up strong inside, and he just spins and does what he does best. Get you on his back, he'll spin off you and go. And he's starting to get that look in his eyes. Kent
Williams went down hard. He and McGee. Had a little bump action. Bruce Weber is concerned that his All Valley guy went down. I mean, it was a takedown. Ken Williams thought he got hit in the throat. Dearman looking for a three-point play here. Just his second field goal. Yesterday had his 18th career double-double on that 26-point 12-board effort against Illinois State. 3 badly needed points for the Salukis. They're within 4. Merrill Andrews, tough jump stop. Still can't get on the board. Out of bounds off Williams. SMS will keep it. The under-16 timeout upon us here in our first Sunday semifinal battle, and it is a battle. The Bears up by 4.
A huge crowd here at the Savas Center on this semifinal Sunday of the Valley Tournament. And a reminder, folks, if you're looking for the season's hottest styles, look no further than Aeropostale. Aeropostale provides the hottest athletically inspired clothes for guys and girls. Be sure to visit the website aeropostale.com. That's AEROPOSTALE.com. Aeropostale, proud to sponsor the Missouri Valley Conference.
Some fans look actually like the school's mascot. Look at this guy. Is that Scooby-Doo? He looks just like the Egyptian dog.
I was going to say, he does look like the Egyptian dog. He was in the Bear crowd, though.
Shot inside. Shelton Caldwell missing. McGee is going to go to the line. Brooks kind of got slipped up, and McGee's going to get a couple shots. The Bears look a lot more confident offensively now than they did early in the game.
I think they're finding some seams in that SIU defense. Had good success getting the ball inside. I think that really takes some pressure off your offense.
McGee, another dog finger. Look at him, he's firing.
Oh yeah, he's going to put the bone in the mouth and everything. Barking. Oh.
I thought those kind of nuts are only in the NFL, but they have spilled over to Arch Madness. Second free throw down, 12 points for Terrence McGee, and isn't his family proud?
Straight up from Mardi Gras as well. Got the beads hanging.
There's a bump at midcourt, and it'll go against Tommy Johnson. They're still bumping and grinding now both ways, Pipe. 15-21 left to go. 6-point lead for SMS.
Tommy Johnson has been all over him defensively on the perimeter. Not too much all over that time. SIU trying to work a two-man game with Kent Williams and Jermaine Dearman. A little more active out of Jermaine Dearman here in the last few minutes. Watch a little pick and roll. Got your great shooter Kent Williams getting the pick sent by Jermaine Dearman. If he gets doubled on the outside, Dearman cuts to the basket, gets the pass, and he is extremely effective at putting the ball down on the floor and getting to the basket.
It's a great graphic showing you. Look at this. Season average 30 points today, 9, and 8 of those, well now 10, but 8 of those 10 have come from Dearman. Williams, no field goals yet.
I think Kent Williams is much more effective as well when you establish something inside for Southern Illinois, because then you got to get some help from the guards, and he's so good at reading his defender, getting off of him, opening himself up for the shot on the outside after the ball goes inside.
McGee, short. The Bears continue to get to the glass hard. Johnson in traffic. 2 down. There's a 2-man advantage, just like hockey with a 2-man advantage. 2 Bears are down, and the Salukis go to the other end. The Salukis were on the power play. There's a foul on Merle Andrews. That's his 3rd. 3 different Bears now have 3 fouls for Barry Hinson's team.
SIU pushing the advantage. Merrill Andrews coming from behind, slapping up. Going to get the foul called on the critical time right now, I think, for SMS. The officiating is starting to get a little bit tighter. They're getting in foul trouble. They have to adjust to it.
Still a whole bunch of time left for Bruce Weber's team, but it's 35-31, Southwest Missouri State. Southwest Missouri State with something to prove, hanging on here with a 4-point lead over Southern Illinois. You know, SMS, a weird regular season. Everybody below them in the league they swept by it. Everybody above them swept them.
Well, first time ever for them that they did not at least have one victory against one of their others in the conference. But, you know, I think they were close in a lot of games of the top three, just not able to get over the hump.
Foul on the floor. Dearman continuing to assert himself. Foul's going to go against Derek Smith of the Bears. That's his second.
You know, and I don't know which way you want to look at that. I guess you can look at that as a cup half full or a cup half empty. Whether or not you took care of business and beat the teams you were supposed to is probably the cup half full, and the cup half empty is that you were not able to knock off anybody above you.
Great sign of sportsmanship here shown by the SMS fans. The sign for John Rasmussen, the son of Creighton Athletic Director Bruce Rasmussen, seriously ill at the Stanford Medical Center out on the West Coast, going through some very difficult times. The Rasmussen family and the SMS Bear fans, really everybody in the Valley. Marty Prater, the sign man at SMS, with a very appropriate sign for Bruce Rasmussen's son. Three in the corner, quick shot, ill-advised, probably for Tommy Johnson.
Tommy Johnson really hurting SMS offensively. He's taken a lot of shots today that have not been good shots for them. The
Salukis can take the lead with a 3. Just under 14 left. Dearman getting it every time. Great block by Shelton Caldwell.
And that's what you got to do when you're playing against Jermaine Dearman, is get help on the post against him.
He runs the floor after getting the block and fouled by Korn underneath.
Jermaine Dearman gets the ball inside him. I don't care how many guys you have to get there, but you got to go help. How about Caldwell coming from behind? Jermaine Dearman doesn't even see him from the backside, and Caldwell able to get up and block this shot. Jermaine Dearman trying to adjust in midair. That's what you got to do on Jermaine Dearman. You got to get him going away from the basket.
14 fouls on Southern Illinois. Little inside out for Easley. This is off Smith, out of bounds to Southern Illinois.
Kellen Easley struggling so far in this tournament. Only had 2 points yesterday. 0 for 3, got his from the free throw line, and he's not shooting a good percentage as well. You almost got to wonder if the freshman from Joliet, Illinois, has kind of hit that wall that the freshmen sometimes do late in the season.
Williams trying to create for Korn. Good recovery by Caldwell, and SIU throws it away. That was a great sequence to show you the way SMS plays defense. 5-man defense.
It's a gang tackle for SMS, isn't it? With 2 guys on the ball, 3 guys coming for help. That's on Kent Williams, just keeping him out. And look, he's got 5 guys guarding him. All of a sudden, the ball goes to Brad Korn. He's got 2 guarding him. They force him the ball on the outside. Nice rotation by SMS defensively.
13 to go. McGee off balance, but he gets free throw.
Watch Terrence McGee turn the corner, split the defense right through the heart. Jermaine Dearman with the body. And Terrence McGee draws that contact. A lot of guards going to shy away from that contact and end up getting the ball served up for the block. But Terrence McGee takes it right at Jermaine Dearman, gets the body, gets to go to the free throw line.
You know, SMS could give a strength and conditioning seminar to some schools in the St. Louis area. We talk about their athleticism being bouncy and jumpy, but look at these guys. Look at McGee now. This is a guy that's put together. Same way with Macklin, Caldwell, Easley. They're all in that same mode. I mean, you talk about drawing contact, they're going to dish it out more than take it.
Well, they're strong and they're physical, and that's the way they play.
McGee is 7 of 7 at the foul line. He has 14 points, lead all scorers. He is Milwaukee's best out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Played junior college ball at Kirkwood Community College. up in Northeast Iowa, a Division II junior college school.
Boxing one now by SMS. 4 guys inside Garden. You got Kent Williams on the outside. Look at the box inside the paint. Kent Williams, Garden. Being guarded man-to-man. That's what happens, though. You've got to give something up when you go to the box and one. And with Brian Turner on the floor for SIU, he shoots 48% from the three-point line.
At one time in conference play, he shot 60% from 3. And with one shot, the Salukis, the regular season champions, within 1 point.
Not sure why SMS went away from the defense that they were doing so well. A little different look. Let's see if they stick back in it next time. But they've been great man-to-man defense, and you do not want to light the fuse for SIU.
Another foul on Southern Illinois as the Bears get closer to the 1-and-1. Still not there yet. Stetson Hairston picks up his first foul of the game. And Darren Brooks back in. For the Salukis.
Terrence McGee sitting on the bench right now for SMS. Critical time for them to be able to use a little bit of clock. Stay close in this game with their best player on the floor or on the bench.
Caldwell. The runner not there. And Southern Illinois can take the lead. Korn trailing. Yep. Brad Korn, 20th three-point make of the season in transition. Timeout, Barry Hinson. He doesn't want to slip away. He's worked too hard to get to this point. 11:38 left to go in the game. The Salukis leading 39-37 on the Brad Korn triple. Southern Illinois celebrating as Bruce Weber's team jumps on top 39-37. Basketball's changed in the last 5 to 7 years, mainly because of early offense, secondary transition looks. That's what SIU got here.
Well, SIU pushing the ball down the floor, and SMS building out underneath, but don't pick up Brad Korn quick enough, and he can shoot the ball from the outside, 6'9", and the Cornets are happy.
McGee right back in the game.
I almost kind of feel like the big lighter has been out there and the fuse has been lit for SIU. And I'm not sure that SMS didn't do it for him.
Well, the flame's still there. It's a tie-up, and the Salukis get the ball on the arrow. A 10-2 run for the men from Carbondale over the last 3 minutes and 30 seconds. There's a timeout on the floor. The fuse has been lit. Barry Hinson hoping he's not working on Mission Impossible. 39-37, Salukis. Southern Illinois down 2 at half. Jump back on top by 2 here. 11-14 left to go in the game. Be sure and join us next week for the 2003 State Farm Missouri Valley Conference Women's Basketball Tournament. We call it Hoops in the Heartland. We'll be at the Knapp Center in Des Moines. There is your bracket. Indiana State will take on Wichita State first. The 1 seed is Creighton. The 8 seed Illinois State. SMS and Drake will be in the showcase game. It'll be an outstanding tournament. Hoops in the Heartland next week in Des Moines. A presentation of State Farm. In Southern Illinois, a chance to go up 2 possessions.
Starting 5 back on the floor now for SMS. Terrence McGee didn't get to sit very long.
Bad pass. Korn tried to get it into Dearman. Merle Andrews lost it, got it back, lost it, and got it back.
Andrews struggling a little bit here this afternoon for SMS. He's fast. Got to stay under control.
No points for Andrews. Several turnovers. Macklin in the lane. Caldwell, turnaround, good. I'm sorry, Manuel Randall got the bucket.
That's a big bucket for Randall, especially in that possession. SMS pretty well, standing flat-footed offensively, lost a little bit of their energy, and have definitely lost it on the defensive end. Nice look to the back door by Jermaine Dearman.
The easiest basket Southern Illinois has had in this game.
SMS exerted a lot of energy in the first 30 minutes of this game.
Macklin falling down. Way short, right underneath in perfect position. How about back-to-back baskets by Manuel Randall?
Not much you can do if you're Jermaine Dearman. You're fronting Randall inside, and it's almost an air ball, drops straight down. That ball hits the rim and bounces anywhere else except for straight down. Randall doesn't get that offensive rebound.
41-41 tie. You better get some help from the other 4 teammates if that's the case. Going right back to Dearman. Ooh! Macklin swats it into the cheerleader.
Watch Tamar Macklin coming over. Triple team on Jermaine Dearman. When you make him go up over the top, try and stop his momentum to the basket. Tamar Macklin coming over. Escapes that one. Could have easily picked up his 4th foul.
Instead, it's the 3rd block shot by SMS. Williams deep from 3. He's just waiting to go on cue. His first field goal of the game comes at the 9-10 mark. And this game is a lot like yesterday's game. 3-point lead for Southern Illinois. McKee 3 for 3 as the 2 All-Valley selections trade triples. Welcome to Sunday, partner. Dearman. Again double. And defended. Randall with the board.
That wasn't just a double. There were 5 SMS jerseys around Jermaine Dearman. That's been the word on Jermaine Dearman. He's not going to pass the ball out, so it go and attack him. And SMS doing it with 5 players.
Quintuple. Randall is asserting himself inside. Couldn't get the tip there. Out of bounds to Southern Illinois at the 8:15 mark, and the game tied at 44 apiece. Hairston back in as Weber. It's Josh Warren back in the game as well. Still gobs of time at 8:14. Williams again. Sylvester Willis, who was super sly against Creighton and Carbondale, pulls his cape and gets a tip in.
Just snuck right through, right above the rim. Long shot by Kent Williams, but Sylvester Willis, huge offensive rebound there. Now just outmatched inside against Manuel Randall.
Manuel Randall is eating Southern Illinois inside like a bowl of pretzels. That is 8 points in all in the last couple of minutes.
Nice look over the top by Tamar Macklin, and Manuel Randall just held Sylvester Willis off, allowed the lob pass inside to the paint.
The foul was on Willis. That is his 4th. 3-point play for Manuel Randall. He has 9. And the Southwest Missouri State Bears, even after this Williams 3, came right back with an all-conference 3 of their own. The Bears by 1. 1-point lead for Southwest Missouri State, 47-46, 7:43 left in the game. Let's go to our game reset, a presentation of National Car Rental.
Pretty even all the way throughout. Both teams with a lot of timeouts left. Both teams in 1-1, possession arrow with SMS. And a lot of time. 7 fouls, 7 minutes.
And some foul trouble.
I got a feeling we're going to see an entire new game here in the next 7 minutes and 43 seconds.
Headed to the last lap. Macklin, though, 3 fouls. Randall, 3 fouls. Andrews, 3 fouls for SMS. 4 fouls for SIU from Willis, 3 for Brooks. There'll be some casualties before it's over. And Kent Williams has run over Terrence McGee, popping him in the nose. It's an offensive foul on Kent Williams. That is his 3rd foul. 2 have been offensive.
Yeah, these two have been tangling up all afternoon. Terrence McGee taking one of the schnoz. Not a good foul for your senior, Kent Williams. Especially not right through there in the paint. It's generally where the officials kind of like to hang out.
Pass thrown away. Andrews trying to create an angle. To Randall, it wasn't there. Good defense by the Salukis.
Well, Merrill Andrews struggling this time out. Last time these two teams hooked up, he had 23 points, 10 for 15 from the floor, but that has not been the case here this afternoon.
I think I put that box and one in the paper shredder. They just been going straight man.
Yeah.
Since they got nailed by 3 when they went to it.
They gave him one look, and that's all.
Then they get a look here as Williams drains the 3. 8 points for Kent Williams. And he and Kyle Korver can pull quick when they come curling.
No hesitation, quick release, and they both can step out 2 or 3 steps beyond the three-point line as well.
Great save by Stetson Hairston. 2-point lead for Southern Illinois. Brooks tried to find Warren. Great effort by Tamar Macklin, and he's down with an injury.
Now watch, Darren Brooks thinks he's got the lane right there, but a nice effort by Tamar Macklin to get back in there, getting a hand in the passing lane. If you look at it, you'll just see this open up just at the last second, but Tamar Macklin, a great effort, and then he takes one there in the side going down.
And Brooks, this is what we were talking about yesterday. Players have to, there's a timeout called to avoid a 5 count. Players have to be aware of time and score situation basketball. You just hit a 3 to go up 2. Maybe a little careful with the possession. Bruce Weber team leading 49-47. 6:38 left to go in the game. Next week, coming up next, I should say, it's the battle between the 2 and the 3 seed. The Blue Jays of Creighton ranked 19th in the country against the Wichita State Shockers. Only one of 4 teams to beat Creighton this season. That game was in Wichita. We had these 2 teams just played 6 days ago, the game we had in Omaha.
I know, isn't it a little bit of deja vu? We're going to see him here 6 days later. And I got a feeling that's going to be a heated contest.
Just like this one.
Actually, I don't think we haven't seen a game that hadn't been heated so far. This has been a heck of a tournament.
Even the play-in games were both 1-point games on Friday night.
3 1-point games so far. Says a lot about the Valley, about the teams. I think more specifically about the teams at the bottom as well, stepping up a little bit.
Yeah, getting better. Younger players starting to come alive. SMS runs the floor. Great strip underneath to save an easy basket. And a 3-pointer from Brooks, not there. Under 6. 2-point lead for the 1 seed in the Valley regular season champion, Southern Illinois. Macklin singled with Warren on. Randall. Hook spinning off. Macklin's all over the place. He'll get free throws. Macklin and Randall now have been horses inside.
Yeah, look at the position. Randall inside, and he's just going to back Jermaine Dearman, throw a little jump hook. Tamar Macklin able to push Josh Warren underneath the basket and get the foul called. Tamar Macklin at 6'7". He's got enough size to be able to push Josh Warren underneath the basket, and he's done it most of the afternoon.
It's been a 15-round fight. Jermaine Dearman showing a little bit of fatigue, man. He was grabbing his shorts and feel like September conditioning because he has had to fight inside against Macklin, Randall, Caldwell, Easley, all these guys.
Well, it's been a battle, and when you play a physical brand of basketball, it tires you out even more than running up and down the floor. Look at the offensive boards by SMS, 13-3. That is an amazing number and something that SMS has used to keep them in the game. Tamar Macklin's sitting down right now. He's done a nice job. Second chance points, obviously, in SMS's favor off of that offensive rebound edge.
49-48 Salukis at 5:12 left in the game. Dearman trying to catch a second win. Gets the banker. Dearman has 13. There's a way to catch your breath. Get the ball. 51-48.
Yeah, it's like an adrenaline shot, isn't it?
Good inside out. No finish from Randall.
Offense really starting to sputter right now for SMS.
Bruce Weber's team just can't get ahead by 2 possessions. They could if they score here. Dearman, lots of traffic, doesn't matter.
Does not matter. He's got 3 SMS players attacking him when he catches the ball. He's got one thing in his mind, and that's score.
We said yesterday, a little saddle, little tack. They were riding him hard yesterday. Jermaine Dearman. Back-to-back baskets, giving his team a 5-point lead. Let's take another look.
Well, he struggled today, but when it comes crunch time, he's stepping up, and every time he's caught the ball, he has taken it to the basket. Look at that. It's going over the top of 2 SMS players inside, and generally when Jermaine Dearman has scored, he scored against the whole entire SMS team inside.
SMS has gone now 3 minutes and 33 seconds without a field goal. They've seen Dearman with 12 second-half points. He only had 1 field goal in the first 20 minutes. Now the Bears have to figure out a way to score. They've had some good looks. A couple no finishes, got stripped on a potential layup, but the Bears need to score.
No question about it. They can't rely on their defense every time, especially when you're down by 5. You've got to make something happen, and this is the guy to do it. Terrence McGee with the ball in his hands, got to create. Doesn't necessarily have to be the one to score, but when he creates off the dribble, makes it easier for him to get the bucket.
He is 17, McGee. The rest of the team with 31 combined. Caldwell against Dearman. Face guard call. It's going to be called here on Dearman. Giving him a shot up the side of the head. That's the 3rd foul on Dearman.
Caldwell getting inside against Jermaine Dearman. Nice little spin. Jermaine Dearman, the slap right in the face.
Free throwing. Bit of a problem for the Bears. I guess they are 12 of 18. Now this was a bugaboo when they lost to SMS in Springfield. They missed 11 free throws in that game down in the Ozarks. You got to have all of those. $20 to shoot, 3:30 left in the game. 5-point lead for the 1 seed. Willis sets up Brooks. Sets up Turner. Dearman. Did he have it? He had possession and calls timeout to save the ball for Southern Illinois. What a tournament he's having.
Let's watch Jermaine Dearman on the weak side here. Now, SMS, I can't see which one jumps too early. I think it's Randall. Jermaine Dearman over the top, jumps one time, calls a timeout in the air before his legs come back down.
1 timeout left for both teams. With 3:19 left to go in the game. 53-48 Southern Illinois.
And we had this discussion yesterday about players using up timeouts in situations like this. For Indiana State, they got to the end of the game, had no timeouts left to use. Now both of these teams 1 timeout left, and it becomes a question of when do you think possession of the ball is more important than having that timeout in the pocket to use if it gets to be a late game situation.
3:19 is a good time to do it when it's left in the game.
That's exactly right.
Too many in the first half yesterday for Indiana State or early in the second half. You might as well just give them the ball. Save those babies for when they count. fresh 35 to work here for Southern Illinois, trying to go up by 7 or 8.
Good offensive team on the floor right now for Southern Illinois. Turner can hit the shot from the outside. Williams and Brooks. Of course, it doesn't matter when you got Jermaine Dearman inside.
And it's rolling home. 17 points for Jermaine Dearman. 26 yesterday.
When he gets that look, there's no stopping him. He's going. Get out of his way.
7-point lead now for Southern Illinois. And if I'm not mistaken, their biggest lead since early in the game. Macklin with the spin. Dearman defended it. Williams fortunate that he didn't save it to an SMS play.
Well, SMS scored 1 point now in the last 5 minutes, and you are not going to win against SIU when that happens.
You saw Bruce Weber saying, turn and burn it, boys. Get some touches and some turns. 18 to shoot, 2:07 left in the game. The Salukis up 7. Screen for Brooks. Willis set the screen for him. Brooks gets the roll. A 2, just a 2, but it's enough to get him up 9.
What big screen by Willis on top, just knocked McGee down, allowed Brooks to get the shot. Got to give a lot of credit to Southern Illinois' defense here in the last 5 minutes. No good looks by SMS, and I think SMS went flat about the 6 or 7 minute mark, Mitch. All of a sudden they started standing flat-footed.
And a walking violation on Manuel Randall. 11-0 run by the Salukis. From 2 down to 9 up, and they'll have the ball when we come back. It is Dearman all over the place. The Salukis are the big dog of the Valley so far this year, winning the Valley regular season championship. They're trying to win their first Arch Madness title since 1995. They won 3 in a row under Rich Herron here when it was the SIU Invitational, jokingly. But they're trying to get one under Bruce Weber. Impressive here, Pipe, the last couple of minutes on both ends of the floor for the Salukis.
Well, really, we've seen it. We saw it yesterday, and we are seeing it again today. The last 7-8 minutes of the game, both yesterday and today, have belonged to Southern Illinois, and good teams will turn it up. And Southern Illinois has done that defensively in the second half, have held SMS 27% shooting from the floor.
Korn gets fouled by Trevor Fisher, and Korn loves this, of course, because he's got a streak going at the line. I just can't overlook the tournament experience the Salukis got last year. They went 2-1 in this tournament, lost to Creighton on Monday night in the finals. But their run, when you play, you really maul Texas Tech. I mean, they were in control of that game from start to finish. You beat Georgia. You give UConn a run. That experience starts to show up, I would think, at this time of year.
Well, I think it showed up as well throughout the season. This team never got flustered in late game situations. You look at all the games that they've had that have been close, that have gone OT, and they've been able to come out with wins in those. And that says a lot about the confidence level of your team, the maturity. But when your team's not playing well, they're able to turn the switch on, start doing the things the right way. Bruce Weber's done a great job, not only with his program in general, but with this team.
He has a great staff as well. Matt Painter, Sean Larry, Rodney Watson on that staff. They work together well. Shane Hawkins also the Hawk. Great three-point shooter. 11-point lead. Salukis get a steal from Dearman. He gets fouled. So once again, much like yesterday's games, early, the final score is going to show a margin that is not indicative of how tight and tough the game has been.
Terrence McGee a little frustrated there after that play. Darren Brooks said something to him, but you're exactly right. SMS played a great game for 33 minutes, and the offense became non-existent for him. Missed some shots that they probably should have hit.
Dearman missing the 1-and-1. Landers with the rebound. Now they needed this kid though to have a game. He gets a 3 there. That's his first points of the game. He averages 10. He can explode. He had 23 at Southern Illinois on 10 of 15 shooting, but today just not enough from him.
No, and you can't have your second leading scorer or third leading, tied for second leading scorer on the team struggle like he has offensively on a team that struggles to get points. You know, they are exactly what Barry Hinson said. They're Shrek on offense. They are plain ugly, and we said they need to be ugly to win. Shoot 27% in the second half. It's going to be tough to get a victory.
Take a look at our Rawlings play of the game. Williams just waiting for the right time.
Nice pick on the top by Brad Korn, but Quentin Williams had a nice second half, and that, you know, he set the bench most of the first half. Foul trouble. Not a great percentage from the floor for him, but the 2 shots they did hit were big in the run when they were knocking SMS out of this game.
Arch Madness continues. Our second Sunday semifinal sizzler. It's Creighton and Wichita State, and they are ready to poke at each other like a big time. Creighton, 19th ranked in the country, 27 wins, 27-4. Wichita State, 18 wins on the season, giving Creighton only one of its 4 losses in a game in Wichita that was avenged 6 days ago in Omaha on senior night at the Civic Auditorium.
Yeah, this is a time you got to get a steal right now if you're SMS.
Quick foul by Fisher, fouling Turner. He's hit 12 in a row at the line at 81%.
Barry Hinson going to put in Jason Gilbert looking for a 3 here, and they get the ball back offensively. Right now, all SIU has to do is take care of business at the free throw line, and this game is theirs.
SIU 14 of 19 at the line in this game. 3 of those misses were from Jermaine Dearman. But yesterday, they were 15 of 16 in the second half at the line. And came into the game 33 in the last 36. Good free throw shooting team late in game. SMS, though, what a season they've had. They were picked near the bottom. Thought they were going to be a second division team. Barry Hinson's team did not have a good start. Lost their opener in North Texas. At Christmas time, they were in trouble. Then the switch came on, and his team showed some resiliency. And there is some talent in Springfield waiting for next year. Plus a good recruiting year. Now here's supposed to be dessert for Stetson Hairston. Instead, he spilled his plate. And McGee scores. Back to 7 points.
Oh my. You know, it's today's game, Mitch. It really is. I don't care if you dunk it, if you do cartwheels before you dunk it, if you jump up and write your name on the shot clock before you dunk it, it's still 2 points. And if there's ever a question in your mind, especially late, you get the 2.
He even could have kind of spun around on a dribble or 2 to eat some clock, but no, don't do that. Brooks with 2 free throws, 14, 6 in the second half.
Well, SMS got to get a steal. Fouling right now, changing, isn't going to help. There it is.
And Hairston just threw it away. Now, thing isn't completely done yet. Gilbert missed a 3. He missed a 3-ball yesterday. And SIU is going to go on to the finals for the 2nd consecutive year. The #1 seed took some blows, but has survived in the quarters and the semis in very similar games. And Bruce Weber is going to get a chance to go back to Monday night and try to win this again after losing in the finals last year to Creighton. They were the regular season champions. They shared it last year with Creighton. Bruce Weber, the one thing he doesn't have yet is an Arch Madness championship. He'll have a chance tomorrow night. unless they keep missing dunks, free throws, and throw it away.
I'm not sure that that's going to matter at this point. I don't know that SMS can score 7 points in 19 seconds on make it take it.
Williams with 9. Not very often. He's been in single digits. Gilbert missing the 3 in the corner. They foul Korn. 10.1. And now you can get ready for a manic Monday for Southern Illinois.
Brad Korn working on his 20th straight free throw next. Hit 19 in a row. Now Barry Hinson's going to miss Terrence McGee. Next year, it's a young team he's got. Jason Gilbert, another senior, Travis Walk. Terrence McGee out of that group. Going to be tough to replace. You've got to find some offense, and he's going to let Terrence McGee come out, let the crowd congratulate him on his career at SMS.
A brilliant year. Korn's free throw streak is over. He splits a pair. 6 attempts. He missed his 5th attempt. And this is a brutal feeling. You were fortunate enough in your last game to win a national championship. But I'm going to tell you what, when you walk off that floor for the last time, I don't care what level it's at. I've seen it at every level. Not a good feeling.
No, I'm glad I didn't have to know that feeling to walk up the floor as a senior after a loss. But it's gut-wrenching, no question about it. You finally see all the years of playing done and over.
Well, Bruce Weber had stomach ache for a while, but Jermaine Dearman, huge second half. 17 points, 14 in the second half. And 5-1 seed advances to Monday night, trying to go for a 24th win and their 52nd win in the last 2 years.
You know, I don't think it's surprising that both games have been fairly close for SIU. That's kind of been their mantra all season long, but they've taken care of business. They've had guys step up and make plays when they've needed them. Guys coming off the bench, giving them points, and that's what a good team does, a championship quality team does, and Bruce Weber's done a fantastic job with this Southern Illinois team. 9
consecutive Valley champions have gone, champions in the regular season have gone to the NCAA. Southern Illinois can get the automatic bid and make it 10 if they get it done tomorrow night. They're headed to the finals. They'll take on the winner of this game. Don't go anywhere. You'll love the one coming up. Creighton and Wichita State. Winners today, Southern Illinois in a struggle over SMS.
St. Louis, and we welcome you back to the Gateway City. Coming up in just a few minutes, the Creighton Blue Jays and the Wichita State Shockers. That ought to be a great ball game. Again, the winner gets Southern Illinois here tomorrow night. Chris Trevino back with you. Hope you've enjoyed the Valley basketball throughout the weekend. We have had a great time here and some pretty good hoops action as well as we look forward to another semifinal on this day. Let's look at the bracket now. It all began here with Friday's Arch Madness start. Illinois State winning by 1. Indiana State on a last-second shot winning by 1. And the excitement carried over until Saturday with 4 ball games. Southern Illinois and SMS advancing in the top half of the bracket. Creighton and Wichita State, as you see the bottom half of your screen. Creighton and Wichita State coming up shortly. And earlier, Southern Illinois prevailed for the 3rd time this season against South Missouri State. We'll show you how it unfolded. Another close game between these teams. And it was back and forth, many ties, many lead changes throughout. Terrence McGee, the great senior for the Bears from Milwaukee, driving and scoring too. He has been outstanding throughout his Bears career for Coach Barry Hinson. And the Bears really played well. Matter of fact, SMS led by 2 points at halftime. And as you see, they were really doing a job. But Kent Williams and company came back. A big second half for the Salukis from Carbondale. Once again, Jermaine Dearman getting it done inside. So strong inside for Dearman. Terrence McGee brought to tears, understandably, an emotional end to his Arch Madness career with SMS as Southern Illinois prevails. The Bears, of course, the top seed, a couple of tough games, but they survive late and advance to Monday night's final. And now they await the winner between Creighton and Wichita State. That ought to be a great game. Those teams split their regular season meetings, and Creighton has won 3 of the last 4 conference tournaments here in St. Louis.
Stupid bloody bag. No, I'm just
But we really want to show you something.
What is it then? What is it?
These aren't Pepsis. They're Pepsi Twists.
You're a bunch of bloody magicians.
We're not the Osbournes.
You're not?
We're the Osmonds.
I'm a little bit country.
I'm a little bit rock and roll.
I dreamt the kids turned into the Osmonds.
Oh, there, dear.
Like twists, Pepsi Twist and Diet Pepsi Twist. It's a twist on a great thing.